I finished the sunflower painting. And I'll show you some other paintings I've done. I did this one about 2 weeks ago. And I did this one about 2 years ago. And I've done all sorts of painting in my life. I've done illustrations, I've painted murals, I did sets for a Tits and Feather Las Vegas review, and I've studied every kind of art from portraiture to Fauvism to Impressionism. Tonalism, was really into that for a while. But at one point I was really into Cubism. And what I'm doing here is studying color theory. And I don't know if you've ever studied color theory, but it's just determining how one color plays off the other. It's very complicated, but really fascinating. It took me 2 years to really completely understand it. And there's no use of black in these paintings. You're just creating highlights and shadows using a blend of different colors. But it's also how they play off of each other. So that's what I'm studying here. And I've had shows, I've had my own private shows, and I've been in galleries and things like that, but it's always kind of a pain because it turns into a business and you have to go to parties and schmooze and you have to keep records and taxes and a production going and, you know, keep yourself out there. And mostly I do this for my own enjoyment and because painting gives me a certain contentment. And for some reason, since I was 13, I've just been totally fascinated by art. I've been to many of the great museums. I've been to the Victoria and Albert and the Tate. I've been to the Louvre, Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, MoMA, the Whitney, the Guggenheim. I grew up in Pittsburgh, so I was always near the Carnegie Museum. And I've been to the museums in Los Angeles and San Francisco, Seattle, Houston. But there's also, all throughout the United States, in small cities and towns, there's always an art museum, and it's always the first place I'll go to. For instance, in Youngstown, Ohio, there's the Butler Museum of American Art. And it's just a wonderful museum. So yeah, there's these wonderful museums. I think I went to one in Des Moines, Iowa. It was just beautiful. So it's just always fascinated me. And I've always had a collection of art books and magazines next to my bed. I still do, still study it. I just love the process. I also like having the end result when I'm done with a painting. I put it up on my walls or I give it to friends. It's just always been of interest to me. So I'll show you more later, but I've gotten a lot of nice compliments from neighbors over this. I think I'm keeping this one though, because it looks good over there.